Welcome back. Are you ready for another story? Well, today's book is about a boy who wants to be several wildly different things when he grows up, and he worries that people will laugh at him if he ever tells anyone. Nigel and the Moon, written by Antoine Eady, illustrations by Gracie Zong. Antoine Eady grew up in Garnett, South Carolina, but now lives in Savannah, Georgia. He said growing up, he spent most of his time riding four-wheelers and fishing. He's the youngest of his siblings and the first to graduate from college. Gracie Zong is an illustrator born and raised in Vancouver, Canada. She spends most of her time among scattered paper and ink pots, and when she's not at her desk, you can find her looking out train windows, watching and listening. At night, he tells the moon his dreams, and here his dreams are safe. Hi, my name is Nigel. And I'm an astronaut, a dancer, a superhero, too. Among the stars he twirls, quietly soaring in the still of the night. With pride his chest swells, and his eyes they glow, his smile it shines. Now the moon isn't the brightest body in the sky. Nigel is. And so are his dreams. But even with dreams so bright, he isn't ready for the whole world to see. The first day of Career Week has arrived, and Nigel's school takes a trip to the library. Book after book, page after page, his classmates choose their favorite jobs. Nigel flips, and he flips, and he flips again. But a dancer like him cannot be found. On the second day, his class shadows their parents at work. House after house, block after block, Nigel follows his mom. With feet planted on the ground, Nigel looks at the sky, and the distance from here to there grows larger still. Back in his bed, he searches for the moon. In the dark blue of the night, he finds it once more. And there, between the moon and him, his dreams are waiting. Tomorrow I'll tell the world, he says. Yet he quivers at the thought. On the third day, the teacher asks, "What would you like to be when you grow up?" "A doctor." "An engineer like my dad." "A veterinarian." Nigel shrinks in his chair. I don't know. He can't bring himself to whisper the word superhero. But later that night, he tells the moon his hopes. And out the window they glide, far, far away where no one can pull them down. One day, I'll land on the moon, dance ballet, and wear my cape with honor. But Nigel also worries, and he shares that with the moon. What if I wish to be too many things, he wonders. And when the sun rises, he packs his dreams away again. On the fourth day, his teacher asks, "What are your parents' careers?" My mom's a surgeon. My dad's a weatherman. My mother's the president of a big candy company. Now all eyes are on Nigel. My parents... He pauses, then asks to be excused. That night, he tells the moon his truth. I'm scared. My parents don't have fancy jobs. Will my class laugh if I tell them? It's easy to tell the moon his truth. It's easy to tell the moon his dreams. But Nigel is not ready to tell the world. The next morning, Nigel slowly makes his way down the stairs. Dream big, son, Dad says. And be proud of who you are, says Mom. The final day of Career Week is here, and some special guests have arrived. An author, a chef, and an architect, too. But that's not all, the teacher says. Come in, Mr. and Mrs. Strong. Nigel slides down in his chair, but a shy smile grows across his face. His mom introduces herself first. I'm a postal carrier, and I help connect people around the world. Love letters, birthday cards, postcards, and more. I deliver them all. His dad follows. I'm a truck driver. Most days it feels like I'm driving a monster truck. Vroom! The class erupts in laughter. Looking around the room, Nigel can tell it's the good kind. Above all, his dad adds, pointing at his son, raising Nigel's been the best job we've ever had. With pride, Nigel's chest swells. His eyes, they glow. His smile, it shines. At night, he tells the moon his dreams. But today, he takes a stand. I'd like to say something. Nigel joins his parents in front of the class. I want to be an astronaut on the moon or a dancer on the stage. And when the world needs a superhero, I can be that too. At night, he tells the moon his dreams. But telling the world isn't so scary after all. The end. I was glad that Nigel was finally able to share his dreams with his class and his parents. God gives us many gifts, not just one, and we can do and be more than one thing in life. I hope his teacher or his parents were able to show him. Yes, there are ballet dancers like him. And there are also astronauts like him. And superheroes come in all sizes, and most don't wear capes, but they are people who change the world for the better nonetheless. Think of Martin Luther King, Malala Yousafzai, Mahatma Gandhi, Marie Curie, President Lincoln, King David, or you. Be brave and follow the dreams that God has placed in your heart. See you next week. Bye-bye.